Welcome to this, the fourth video lesson in this 5-video lesson series where we talk about paid speaking events. In this lesson, we're going to talk about tips for delivering a flawless message. Delivering your message to an audience through public speaking can be daunting, but it really doesn't have to be if you understand that your message is a story that will be helpful to your audience. Consider these tips as you get started and you'll be amazing. Tell a compelling story. People do not want to be lectured, even if it's a business event. They want to hear a story that makes them think about possibilities. Remember the 5 C's you learned in high school English. Circumstance. Let your audience understand circumstances. Paint a picture that they'll understand. Curiosity. Make them feel curious about what you're going to say next by connecting them emotionally to your story. Characters. Try to bring any characters you mention to life by telling a little story about each of them, even if it's an inanimate object like a computer. Conversations. Since it's a speech, use these tips to be more conversational to avoid lecturing anyone. Conflict. It always helps if you've overcome a problem in your past that helps you to arrive where you are at present. People respect and love a good story, especially one they can relate to. Find a way to relate to your audience. It helps if you can find some information about the audience you'll be speaking to in advance. The audience may not always fit directly into your target audience if it's not an event you planned, but there will always be people who will relate to you. Try to spark emotion in your audience. When you can use buzzwords that bring forth emotional imagery along with your slides, you'll trigger something in the audience that makes them hang on every word you say. Engage their senses. Your audience may have listened to more than one speaker before you took to the stage. They might be tired. They probably want to hear your message, but may be having issues with hunger, tiredness, even a sore butt from sitting in hotel chairs in a conference room all day. Take a couple of minutes out of your message to get them to stand up and move, which will help them to listen more actively. Change the order. You know your story, so you don't have to start at the beginning and finish at the end. You can start in the middle, or you can start at the end, then bring them full circle to understanding all the points you want to make to them. This is an interesting way to weave your message throughout your presentation. Don't be boring. Most of your audience already understands the basic of your business, or they would not be there. Therefore, you should focus on the meat of your message so that when they leave, they have an understanding of the important bits. You have a great message and an amazing story to share with your audience. Don't hold back and don't be afraid to get personal. Remember to make eye contact with your audience members. Talk to them and not at them, and try to stay relaxed. Move around a little on stage so that you can relate to the audience wherever they're sitting and not just those that are front and center.